The following program is being brought to you on the Voice America Women's Channel. For more information about our network and to check out additional show hosts and topics of interest, please visit voiceamericawomen.com. The Voice America Talk Radio Network is the worldwide leader in live Internet talk radio. Visit voiceamerica.com. The views and ideas expressed on the following program are strictly those of the host or guests and do not necessarily reflect the views and ideas held by the Voice America Talk Radio Network, its staff, and management.
Welcome to Empowering Women, Transforming Lives with Rebecca Hall Gruyter. In our program each week, we provide the tools, ideas, and encouragement to help you move ahead on your journey, becoming a more powerful and impactful woman in your own life. Now here's your host, Rebecca Hall Gruyter.
Welcome, everyone. I hope that you're having an amazing day, and I'm excited to connect with you for this special series that's all about helping you come out of hiding and shine. We are super excited to share with you that we have an amazing anthology that will be released the very end of August or by mid-September. We're still finalizing the date as we're doing these interviews. But I wanted to, as we're finalizing this book and getting ready to share it with the world, I have had the opportunity to schedule some interviews with the authors that are showcased in this book. Now, let me just give you a quick snapshot of what this book's about. It's called Come Out of Hiding and Shine. I'm the proud compiler of this book, which means I'm bringing together over 30 authors, co-authors, that are sharing their message and their journey with all of you. They have gone through the transformation of being in a place of hiding on a certain level. And sometimes we even can hide in the public eye, where we're hiding facets of ourselves. And what they've done is they have discovered how to come past, so take off those masks, go through, come out of hiding, and really shine in who they authentically are. And they collectively have a passion to help you do the same. But they want you to be able to do it in a way that perhaps is easier and smoother for you. So they are sharing their hard-lived and learned lessons and tips and wisdom of things they wish they would have known, so that you can know it now on your journey, that you can learn from their experiences and really get practical insight and tips, as well as profound and support, so that wherever you are in your journey of coming out of hiding and shining, that you now have an amazing collection of experts cheering you on, supporting you as you are stepping forward, as you are looking to come out of hiding and shine on a new level. And what really has been placed on my heart, and you'll hear echoed throughout these interviews and echoed throughout any time I talk about my section that I have in this book, I really have laid upon my heart that we have this huge desire, so many people I talk to, this huge desire to make a difference. Heart by heart, life by life, we want to serve the world. We want to have those around us be impacted in a positive way, that for our passing there, we have made a positive difference. Everywhere I go, when I start that conversation, almost 100% of the time, people are leaning in and saying yes to that. But many of them still feel like the best kept secret, that if only they knew what I do or how I could help them, I could change their life. I could impact them powerfully. And so they go around feeling like the best kept secret. And what I want to let you know is that we have to be willing to be seen on the same level we are willing to serve. We have to lead that. We have to be willing to say, this is who I am. This is what I do. This is how I can touch the world in a positive way. You want to be easy to see, easy to understand. That's how you can serve on a bigger and bigger level. That's how you can come out of hiding and shine. And one of the things I'm celebrating with each author that has stepped forward is they're sharing a new facet of themselves in this book. I've known many of them for many years, and I'm learning new things about them. I'm so touched by their stories, their authenticity, the wisdom that they're sharing. So even when we're visible, there are more ways we can be seen. There's more of us we can share. And that's what these authors are doing. And I'm so honored and humbled to be leading this project and bringing this amazing transformational book to the world. And I want you to celebrate with me as they are willing to be seen on that level. And I want it to be an exciting opportunity for you, listener, to stretch and see, how can I be seen a little bit more? How can I touch and stretch and come out of hiding on a new level? So lean in with me today as we explore this subject and we talk with experts who are featured in this book as they're sharing some of their wisdom and tips and why they were part of this project about helping themselves and others come out of hiding and shine. Let's breathe that in as a community. Wonderful. And what I'd love for us to do is to take a moment and pause together. It's so easy to just move from one thing to the next in our busy, busy lives. And I celebrate that you're leaning in, that you're wanting to know more about coming out of hiding and shining. And one of the ways you can do that real time right now is actually pausing, focusing in, and listening. I want you fully present to really receive whatever it is that you need today. Hopefully some of what we share in this call will support you in that journey. But there's also the magic of when you pause and you listen, the amazing wisdom and insight you'll gain that's just been waiting for you to hear it. But sometimes we're too busy running from one thing to the next to really listen and receive what's right there for us. And that's key to shining and really living a purposeful life. Those of you who are driving, please stay safe, eyes open, both hands on the wheel, really focused on what's going on around you, but maybe inwardly just tuning in a little bit more, breathing when we breathe, bringing yourself present in that way. And here's a side benefit to that breathing. When you take those really big belly breaths, filling your belly, breathing in through your nose and out through your mouth like a straw, right now, real time, that brings you present and lowers your cortisol level, lowers your stress level. So an extra credit bonus opportunity in our time together today. And I invite you to really engage and participate in what we're leading you through. So right now, you can start that coming out of hiding and shining process. So those of you who are able to, I invite you to put both feet on the floor. Really feel it supporting you. Lean back in your chair. Put one hand on your heart, one hand on your head, bringing all of you in, mind, body, soul, and spirit. And we're going to take one of those big belly breaths. And as you do so, I invite you to close your eyes to really tune inwardly into our conversation. So, big breath. Another big breath. Feels good. And in this space, as we're connecting heart to heart, what is it that you need today? What is it that will serve, support, and empower you to be seen just a little bit more so that you can serve and touch those around you on a deeper, higher level? What is it that you need today that will encourage and empower you on that journey? Breathe in. Beautiful. And do keep breathing during this time as we're listening. Breath is important. What is it that you need? And just receive that information. Sometimes it's a picture, an image, a memory, a feeling. Whatever it may be, receive that information, that wisdom. And as you do so, take one more big breath. Come back into the room, fully present. And I invite you to write down whatever it is that you received, that you need today, that you are willing to lean into. I want you actively on the lookout for it. When we know what we need, we pause and we listen, and we're on the lookout for it. It's a lot easier to step into it, to recognize it, and to receive that into your life. And I want that for you. Take one more collective breath together. Make it count. Wonderful. And my amazing guests, I had a quick question for you. I wanted to see if you'd be willing to share what was laid upon your heart. Danielle, I didn't know if you had something
Yes. So my
laid upon
soul
your heart you would
invited
like
me
to share
to
with
be
us.
peace, love, and inspiration today.
And was it love, inspiration, and there was a third? I missed that.
With peace.
Peace. I love it.
Yes.
Peace,
They are
love, and
very
inspiration.
important feelings.
Beautiful. I breathe that in richly for all of us. Beautiful. Thank you. How about you, Sarah? Did you have something laid upon your heart?
You know, I just was enjoying the moment and watching the sunshine coming out. And
Sarah, I think we've lost you. Oh.
Can you hear me?
I can.
Okay. Yeah, I was just saying I was enjoying the moment as you were leading us through that meditation and watching the sunshine come out and appreciating the fact that it's a new day.
I like that. So enjoying the moment, really breathing that in, being very present. Beautiful. Thank you. Let's breathe that in. And for me, I just have a lot of excitement, energy, and passion about this subject that I just really want to serve and connect with all of you. And that was really what was laid upon my heart, is this serving, connecting, and having you lean into the amazing gift that each and every one of you are to the world. Let's breathe that in. And we are getting ready to go to our first commercial break. And here's what I want to invite you to do, is stay in this place of listening and receiving. Stay very present. Give yourself the gift of these 2 minutes to breathe, receive, enjoy what's going on around you. Like Sarah was sharing, be very present because you're here on purpose and for a purpose. And I want you to fully receive. When you come back, we will start talking with our experts as they share their wisdom and tips on this journey of coming out of hiding and shining. We look forward to talking to you in just one moment.
Follow us on Twitter at VoiceAmericaTRN. Get the lowdown on guests, new shows, and your favorites. That's VoiceAmericaTRN.
Are you ready for your rush of success? I'm Jim T. Chong, the walk star.
And I'm Cammie Ferry, the theater queen, the host of Rush Hour for Success on Money 105.5 on Thursdays and Fridays at 2 p.m. It's about getting entertained and getting solutions for your success in life and business.
Visit us on Facebook at Money 105.5 FM Rush Hour for Success, or download the Money 105.5 app on your phone for the live stream. That's Thursdays and Fridays, 2 p.m. Pacific Time. Get entertained,
get educated, and get your rush on
Rush Hour for Success.
Announcing a powerful new TV channel featuring programs designed to enhance and transform your life. Make powerful connections, one program at a time. And by doing so, we can bring transformation to the world. Tune in each week to Empowered Connections TV as we add new programs to help you make empowered connections of your own. Visit empoweredconnectionstv.com. That's empoweredconnectionstv.com. And make the most of an incredible life transformation.
We're making it easier to listen to the Voice America Talk Radio Network live wherever you go on iPhone, BlackBerry, or Android. Download it from the Apple iTunes App Store, BlackBerry App World, or Android Market.
You're listening to Empowering Women, Transforming Lives with your host, Rebecca Hall Gruyter. If you have a question or comment for Rebecca or her guest, we'd love to hear from you. Please call into the program at 1-866-613-1612. That's 1-866-613-1612. You may also send an email to Rebecca at yourpurposedrivenpractice.com. Now back to Empowering Women, Transforming Lives.
Welcome back, everyone. I hope that you really leaned in to that opportunity to pause, listen, reflect, and receive, that you really tuned into what it is that you need today to serve, support, and empower you. And that you took some moments to keep enjoying those big belly breaths as we lower our stress level or cortisol level one breath at a time. And that is so key to us really being equipped and empowered and shining, not just running from one thing to the next, but really being able to shine as we step forward purposely and from a centered place. Oh, welcome back. We are talking about the forthcoming book, Come Out of Hiding and Shine, and we're doing some special interviews with some of those co-authors as they share some of their wisdom and expertise, and it gives you a little bit of a taste of the heartbeat of this book. So I hope that you will enjoy our conversation, lean in as I introduce our first amazing, our first little bit of background noise there, but she's getting ready. Our first amazing guest expert as she leans into our conversation to really support you in coming out of hiding and shining. Let me introduce Sarah to you. She has a master's in public health and city and regional planning, over 35 years of experience in self-generating income, and has this passion to help entrepreneurs stay the course and succeed in their vision and dreams as they are looking to touch the world powerfully. Please lean in and warmly welcome the amazing Sarah Calhoun to the show. Welcome.
Thank you, Rebecca.
Excited
thanks
to
for
have
having
you.
me on your show, and thanks for inviting me to be a part of this project. I'm so excited to be in this great company of all the rest of the folks in the book.
Oh, you are so welcome, and we are thrilled to have you as part of this project and sharing your passion for entrepreneurs that are really dedicating their lives in many ways to serving powerfully. So I appreciate the work that you do and your heart in it. So thank you for joining us today.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Now, I love to start with the question of why. Why do you care so much about entrepreneurs in this way, and so much that you are dedicating so much of your time, energy, and resources to support them? Why is this work that you do personally so important to you?
You know, as I discussed in my chapter, I spent a lot of time being very entrepreneurial in my life and not really realizing it. And it was that process of discovery that made me want to help other people discover their own entrepreneurial nature. And a large part of it, too, is that people think of entrepreneurs as being just after a lot of money, but that's not really what entrepreneurship necessarily is about. Entrepreneurship is about putting your dreams into action. And if it involves making money, that may be part of some people's dream, but for some people, their dream is a project or something that they want to bring into the world that doesn't involve any kind of remuneration, or maybe some, or there's a wide range there. And so I think that's something that's not really recognized about entrepreneurship, that once people see that, that's easier then for them to say, oh yeah, I have been doing that all my life.
Yes. I like that. And I think many of us are entrepreneurs or have that spirit and don't recognize it. Yes. And I love how you touch on that too, because I know that you first discovered that in working for others, that you had that spirit and way of being, and that you were able to tap into it in a strength in a variety of different environments.
Right. And it can be, really powerful in a lot of ways, and powerful in the way that it helps us to show up in the world in a fashion of our own choosing. Mm-hmm. That's entrepreneurship is kind of the ultimate in self-expression, and it lets you be in the world in your most authentic fashion.
Yes, and I love that.
And that's what I want to support people in is feeling that and being that and moving forward with it.
Beautiful. Can I ask you why this book? What in you was drawn to being part of this project? I love people to hear your heart and then know why this book, why this time you're choosing to be part of this project. I would love for them to hear that too.
I really liked the idea of encouraging people to come out of hiding from and shine in the world. It just really appealed to me, and it seemed like it was kind of a metaphor for so much of what my journey was about, as I discuss in my chapter, and what so many people learn as they go through life is that it's really not necessary to hide, and that really it serves much better, and you can feel more fulfilled in the world by coming out of hiding. And that's what really appealed to me about it, is the title, and everybody's process of coming out of hiding in whatever way that involved for them. I wanted to hear about all that, and I was beginning at that point to discover kind of my own process of having come out of hiding and realizing it, kind of fully realizing it is sort of a gradual process, but so that's what I really liked, was the project itself.
Beautiful. Thank you. Thank you for sharing that. I appreciate that.
Yeah, it was a good idea, Rebecca.
Thank you. I receive. Well, and for me, this is such a path of my life of really coming out of hiding and shining. So much of my life I hid and tried to stay below the radar and felt like it wasn't safe and I didn't have value. And as I grew and went on a healing journey, discovered that I did have value and that it was safe to be seen and heard, and that that's actually the way I could touch other people's lives in a positive way. And so it's been such a rich experience. And that's why this book for me is personally so meaningful, is to really help people do that in their own life and to bring together such amazing experts that are doing that in their life and have done that, so that we can hear different voices, different paths, different ways, different insights and wisdom to help us do that. So that's part of my why. Well, I would love to give them a little sneak preview. Do you mind sharing the title of your chapter and either a quick quote or a summary, something they can lean into in your section?
My chapter is called Entrepreneur by Nature, and it is sort of my story of coming out of hiding, all of the ways in which I gradually discovered the way that my entrepreneurial spirit kind of came out of hiding over the course of my life, and how it first manifested. And I think it's the useful thing about it is it may help a lot of other people say, oh yeah, I did that, or kind of recognize in themselves their own process, or begin their process of recognition and understanding that this is a way to make their dreams manifest in the world, whatever that dream involves. Through the examples that I give of what things I discovered about myself and what things I had been doing for a long time before I really recognized that what they were. I realized I had been supporting myself through self-generated income, even though I was working within organizations, within structures. It was part of my job to bring in the money, and I realized that was also entrepreneurial in nature. And so it doesn't necessarily mean, when you're an entrepreneur that you're out there by yourself. You may be creating something within a larger organization, but you still can use that entrepreneurial spirit and that entrepreneurial drive and ability if you discover it and really kind of nurture it and understand it. Or, it may be that it's a wake-up call and gives you the impetus to jump off into something you've always wanted to do but never felt supported or felt safe doing it.
Beautiful. Thank you. I appreciate you sharing. So that's a little preview of what you can be leaning into in her chapter. And I know that Sarah also shares in there how important it is to take care of you too and nourish. It's really, really important. We can sometimes get so used to serving others and pouring into others that we start to become empty. So it's really important, which is not a sustainable model, to remember to pour into ourselves too, so that we're being nourished and filled and taken care of, so we can continue to go out there into the world. Well, Sarah, we are getting ready to go to our next break here. We have just about 30 seconds to a minute. Did you have a piece of advice that you want to share with those listening today?
There are several pieces of advice in my chapter about how to discover your dreams and so on, but I think the biggest piece of advice from me is to get good help. Mm-hmm. The help is available out there, and that's something to avail yourself of as you embark on a journey like this. There is help available.
Thank you. It's such an important reminder, because we can get so, especially the busier we get, we can look down and not look up and just kind of press ahead and forget it. That it's not a solo journey, that those are the times we can lean in, get support. And so it's important to look up and to be actively looking for that and building that in your life. So beautiful reminder. Thank you, Sarah. I so appreciate your heart for this and your sharing and being part of our book and these interviews today.
Thank you, Rebecca. Thanks for putting it together. Appreciate your efforts.
Thank you. Glad to do so. Well, listeners, we are getting ready to go to another one of those wonderful rich breaks. And here's a moment for you to lean in and receive. To really take these 2 minutes to think about what Sarah shared. Think about coming out of hiding and shining, and just continue to process what's being shared with you. Also, it is an opportunity that you could lean into going on Amazon.com and checking out our book. We would absolutely love that. But you can do that after the show too. I don't want you distracted from a time and space that will encourage and support you. So take these 2 minutes for you. Take in a big breath with me. Breathe in. Beautiful. And when we come back from this commercial break, we'll be leaning into our next author interview. We look forward to talking to you in just a moment.
Follow us on Twitter at VoiceAmericaTRN. Get the lowdown on guests, new shows, and your favorites. That's VoiceAmericaTRN.
Are you ready for your rush of success? I'm Jim Chi Chong, the walk star.
And I'm Cammie Ferry, the theater queen, the host of Rush Hour for Success on Money 105.5 on Thursdays and Fridays at 2 p.m. It's about getting entertained and getting solutions for your success in life and business.
Visit us on Facebook at Money 105.5 FM Rush Hour for Success, or download the Money 105.5 app on your phone for the live stream. That's Thursdays and Fridays, 2 p.m. Pacific Time. Get entertained,
get educated, and get your rush on
Rush Hour for Success.
The Ugly Awkward Dance Show is designed to help you move through those ugly, awkward, and uncomfortable life experiences. You know what we're talking about. Did you know that each challenge brings a gift? Once you've figured that out, even the toughest challenge almost becomes fun. Each program includes engaging guests who talk about what they've overcome, as well as a mindful movement exercise to help you move through your emotional blocks. Yes, there will be awkward dancing too. Visit theuglyawkwarddanceshow.com.
We're making it easier to listen to the Voice America Talk Radio Network live wherever you go on iPhone, BlackBerry, or Android. Download it from the Apple iTunes App Store, BlackBerry App World, or Android Market.
You're listening to Empowering Women, Transforming Lives with your host, Rebecca Hall Gruyter. If you have a question or comment for Rebecca or her guest, we'd love to hear from you. Please call into the program at 1-866-613-1612. That's 1-866-613-1612. You may also send an email to Rebecca at yourpurposedrivenpractice.com. Now back to Empowering Women, Transforming Lives.
Welcome back, everyone. I hope that you leaned into those 2 minutes. You were able to take some beautiful deep breaths and really reflect on the information that Sarah shared and I shared during the last segment. We're excited to be leaning into our next expert interview, our next co-author interview. We've been talking with authors from Come Out of Hiding and Shine, our forthcoming book. It will be released in August, late August or early September, so I'm not quite sure when you'll be listening to this interview, but we wanted to really give you a taste and a feel of the energy of this book, the heartbeat of the authors in it. And so I believe whenever you do have the chance to listen to these interviews, it will share that heartbeat with you and really give you a multidimensional experience of this book. And we hope empower you to come out of hiding and shine, to just become one more step visible, one more step towards sharing the amazing gift of you. And if you're already shining, that it will help you sustain that shine and keep serving and keep touching the world powerfully. Wonderful. Now, our next guest expert that I'll be interviewing is Danielle Nistor. And I want to share just a little bit of her background and information. She's a messenger and divine connector for the divine feminine. She has a BA in international law, is an international speaker, best-selling author, and passionate about empowering you to share your authentic self in order to achieve your life purpose. She wants you to step fully into your purpose with grace and ease. Please lean in and warmly welcome the amazing Danielle Nistor today. Welcome!
Thank you very much, Rebecca. I'm so grateful to be part of this project, which empowers and helps transforming people's life with one story at a time.
Exactly. Oh, I love that. Exactly. One story at a time. Beautiful. Thank you. Well, we're excited to have you as part of this project and the privilege of speaking directly with you today so they can hear your voice and your heart as well as read your amazing chapter. But before we step into the conversation about the book, I wanted to explore a little bit of your why. Why this helping of others step into their authentic self, into their purpose. And I love that it's with ease and grace, not with pain and pressure and difficulty, but with ease and grace. Why is that personally so important to you?
Well, I believe in divine timing, and I believe in the fact that we are supported in every action, every thought. of our life in order to live purposely.
Yes.
And my why is connected with the fact that we are more than a body. We are a soul who are here to live purposely. And our gift is very, very important at this time, and is part of what we are weaving together in order to support the planet and to fulfill our drive, our lives and our dreams, and a happy life, a fulfilling life.
Beautiful. And why does that matter to you personally, that we do that?
It matters to me because I had this question all my life about who I am and what really matters and what is our life about. And my experience, my messages, and my working with thousands of people internationally helped me discover that that's why the calling of our soul is saying yes with what's really important to us. It's the only way that we can feel fulfilled and enjoying our life.
Mm-hmm. Wonderful. Thank you for sharing. I appreciate that. I want people to really hear your heart and your passion for the work that you do. And I've had the opportunity of working with Danielle and experience some of her amazing divine connection and how she really helps you tap into your purpose and more. It's almost like affirming what you know, strengthening that, helping you hear it even more so that you can more powerfully step into your purpose in an easier way. And I appreciate that about the work that you do. So thank you for sharing.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. And so I want to ask the same question I asked Sarah. So why this book? Why this project? Why were you drawn to be part of what we are doing in this project?
As I already said, I believe in divine timing, and I decided to be part of this project firsthand intuitively, even before I knew the name of the book. I feel very much connected with your work and the way you are sharing your message, and you are very much inspiring me through your work and makes me want to be part of your global vision. And also, a part of me wanted to share my new story to help me redefine who I am in this moment as a human being, a woman, and also a healer. And also, I wanted to offer hope, insight, and support to others who might be into a similar situation as me in this point of their lives and can be uplifted a little bit by the wisdom that the universe offered to me through my journey.
Beautiful. Thank you. Thank you for sharing. And I appreciate both you and Sarah sharing that there was a being drawn to the book, but also the experience of writing and sharing your story in that way. And there's an amazing growth and transformation and witnessing almost that we go through when we share our story in a new way or a new facet of it. And we are open to receiving that part that we are called to share with the world. And it's such a rich, amazing experience. So I love that that's something that I've heard both of you share that drew you to the project and has been some of the experience in it. Really beautiful. Thank you.
Thank you.
do you mind sharing the title of your chapter and either a quick quote or a summary, something that they can look forward to in your beautiful chapter?
Yes, definitely. So the name of my story is Stepping into Your True Authentic Story, and talks exactly about how we can choose our life and the story we tell about us as a true legacy in the world. And I believe that knowing who you are, what is your gift to humanity, and living your purpose makes us an empowered being who lives fully its life and holds a true mirror for others and support other beings as well to step into their purpose and live fully. And there are 2 points equally important to me that I want to share in my chapter. And one is the fact that as souls having a human experience on this planet, we are in a journey of learning and expanding. And the universe, or God, how some will call the Supreme Being, is lovingly always allowing us this experience, considering us valuable, important, and very lovable, in spite of our poor choices at times, vulnerabilities. And the other one is connected with self-forgiveness and compassionate acceptance as a way of healing, rediscovering of your true self, and starting the journey of pure self-love.
Beautiful. I love that, because we can be so critical and harsh on ourselves. We can talk to ourselves in ways we would never, ever talk to another, and especially to a friend. And I love this compassionate, loving way of looking at ourselves and accepting ourselves and supporting ourselves and being willing to do that for ourselves too. We're so quick to do that for others and to cheer them on, and we can sometimes forget to do that for ourselves. And I love that you're bringing that to our attention today, and that's echoed in your beautiful chapter that you are sharing with the world. Thank you.
You're very welcome. It is true that we are very harsh on ourselves, in spite of the fact that there is love available. The universe really loves and supports us. But we need to ignite our own acceptance and compassion in order to be able to accept the love and the support that is offered to us.
Yes. Thank you. So as we are going into our next commercial break, I want you to breathe richly in what Danielle has shared with you today, and perhaps check in and see, have you been extra compassionate and loving to yourself lately? Or do you want to perhaps do that during these next 2 minutes? Really breathe that in and start exploring, how can you cheer yourself on? How can you lovingly support who you are? And in this journey of growing and learning in life and coming out of hiding, sometimes it's discovering new things about ourselves and then being willing to shine in that and bring that forward. Breathe that in. And as we go into this next commercial break, I invite you to sit in that space for the next couple of minutes, lean in, really explore coming out of hiding and shining. And when you come back, we have some exciting tips that we want to share with you to take forth out into the world and shine. We'll look forward to talking to you in just a moment.
Follow us on Twitter at VoiceAmericaTRN. Get the lowdown on guests, new shows, and your favorites. That's VoiceAmericaTRN.
Age with Attitude TV is for the woman who does not see her future as a nice little old lady, but rather she sees herself living a bold, juicy, kick-ass second half. Now, if this is the life you want for your second 50, then Age with Attitude TV is for you. You'll find stories to inspire you, plus money and metabolism tips that really work. Check it all out at agewithattitude.tv, presented by Jan Rose Distel. Find us on voiceamerica.tv, and remember, it's never too late to create a life you love. The Ugly Awkward Dance Show is designed to help you move through those ugly, awkward, and uncomfortable life experiences. You know what we're talking about. Did you know that each challenge brings a gift? Once you've figured that out, even the toughest challenge almost becomes fun. Each program includes engaging guests who talk about what they've overcome, as well as a mindful movement exercise to help you move through your emotional blocks. Yes, there will be awkward dancing too. Visit theuglyawkwarddance.show.com.
We're making it easier to listen to the Voice America Talk Radio Network live wherever you go on iPhone, BlackBerry, or Android. Download it from the Apple iTunes App Store, BlackBerry App World, or Android Market.
You're listening to Empowering Women, Transforming Lives with your host, Rebecca Hall Gruyter. If you have a question or comment for Rebecca or her guest, we'd love to hear from you. Please call into the program at 1-866-613-1612. That's 1-866-613-1612. You may also send an email to Rebecca at yourpurposedrivenpractice.com. Now back to Empowering Women, Transforming Lives.
Welcome back, everyone. We are excited to be stepping into our closing segment, which means we're going to share some tips with you, some things that you can apply in your life right now. You don't have to wait for the book and read the entire book to get some tips to really support you on your journey. But I do want to encourage you to really lean in to coming out of hiding and shining. And one of the things that we've talked about in our time together today is that it's not a solo journey to build and support, to build practices that nourish you, that encourage you to lean in to your entrepreneurial spirit, to lean into ways to support you to be compassionate and loving towards yourself. Those are all so key to shining and really stepping forward and getting supported. It's not a solo journey, and this book is a beautiful tool to be supportive of you on your journey. We actually are dividing it up into sections to support you. If you're feeling like, I'm just not feeling like enough today, there's a section all about that with multiple voices. Or I'm beautifully and wonderfully made. I'm not feeling it, or I don't know about that. We have a whole section of authors helping you do that. If you're wanting that motivation to start stepping forward and taking action, we have a section for that. So we've really divided it up to be a guide, to walk right beside you, meet you where you're at, and help you step forward, help you come out of hiding and shine your unique gifts and talents to the world. So with that, I wanted to hand the floor over to our two guests as we ask them to share tips, wisdom, insight, something you can take with you as you're going back out into the world. Sarah, do you have a tip, suggestion, idea that they can apply today and take forward with them?
You know, Rebecca, you had mentioned briefly the importance of self-care. For everybody, and self-care for entrepreneurs in particular, since it's a kind of by nature job of being pulled 6 different ways all the time, and I really support that. And one of the, I think where self-care really starts is for each person to find time, even if it's just 30 seconds or a minute, for themselves every day to just check in and turn off everything else and just take a moment and touch their fundamental self. I think that's the most important thing, because that's how you get in touch with your dreams, that's how you get in touch with your nature, and it really kind of gives you that moment of space, and everything else flows from that.
Beautiful.
So just start doing that, and other things will happen.
Wonderful. Thank you. And it's almost this slowing down helps us go faster. It's a very interesting thing, but we can, but that pausing, we have clarity in thinking, our stress level comes down, we can be more purposeful and really focus in on what we need. And then we can actually be, I find, more effective, which is a word I like, and purposeful in what we're doing. Beautiful tip. Thank you. Thank you for sharing. Love it. Danielle, how about you? Do you have a tip, piece of advice, wisdom, something we can start applying right now as we're making that transition of coming out of hiding to shine?
Yes, I would love to share an exercise, a morning exercise, and a very short message. And the exercise is, please connect every morning with your true self. Breathe in with it. Emerge with it. Ask for support, inspiration, and empowerment to be fully yourself. To live your purpose in this day. To live fully. And the message is, have the courage to reinvent yourself. To choose your true destiny, the one in which you are the hero of your life. Knowing that you are important, valuable, and divinely supported. And the universe is on your side, lovingly conspiring to your success. You are here to create a difference. We are here to create a difference in each other's life. And each person is important. Everyone is here to offer a gift, which is extremely invaluable at this time on earth.
Yes. Breathe that truth in. Thank you for sharing that and that courage of being a hero in your own life. Love that. And sharing what it is you uniquely have. The world needs you. That's why we're so passionate about helping you come out of hiding and shine, helping you pause, listen, connect, because you're absolutely needed for such a time as this, right now as you are, not someday, not eventually, not when you're perfect, right now. You're absolutely needed, and I believe you're actually perfect in your imperfections, just as you are right now. I want to encourage you as you go out into the world to be willing to tap into who you are, be willing to share the gift of you with the world. We would love to have you lean into this amazing book that we are wanting to share with all of you. We're birthing it. We're so excited to bring it to all of you. You'll be able to find it on Amazon.com. It's called Come Out of Hiding and Shine, and you're going to see shine all in capital letters with an exclamation point in energy. So it's shine, because we want to help you do that. And the reason is because you are a gift to the world. Your gifts, your talents, your abilities, exactly how you're made is so needed. But it is your choice. You get to choose each day if you will share the gift of who you are with another, life by life, heart by heart, or as we're doing in this book, story by story. And my heart's desire in this is wherever you go, whatever you do, I want to invite you to bloom where you're planted. I want to invite you to come out of hiding and shine. The world needs you. We look forward to talking to you next show.
Thank you for joining us this week for Empowering Women, Transforming Lives. Please tune in again for another edition with your host, Rebecca Hall Gruyter, next Tuesday at 2 p.m. Eastern Time, 11 a.m. Pacific on the Voice America Women's Channel. And join us for a replay of the show every Wednesday at 5 p.m. Eastern Time, 2 p.m. Pacific on the Voice America Empowerment Channel. Have a beautiful week, and may you always bloom where you're planted and shine.
Thanks again for listening to the preceding program, brought to you on the Voice America Women's Channel. For more information about our network and to check out additional show hosts and topics of interest, please visit voiceamericawomen.com. The Voice America Talk Radio Network is the worldwide leader in live Internet talk radio. Visit voiceamerica.com. The views and ideas expressed on the preceding program are strictly those of the host or guests and do not necessarily reflect the views and ideas held by the Voice America Talk Radio Network, its staff, and management.